Call the meeting to order for the Board of Selectmen, Town of Acton, Maine, for December 18th, 2018. First item, salute the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. First, approval of the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda with the addition of D under new business, Garvin Road.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded with adding Gavin Road under new business item D. Any other comments? Nope. Call for a motion. All in favor? All opposed? Approval of the minutes of the last two meetings.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of December 4th and 11th.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded to approve December 4th and 11th. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Department heads and committee chair updates. Do we have any?
Lois Mishu, Cemetery Committee this week. It's the 20th. I made a mistake last week and told you guys, I think it was 4 or 4:30. It's actually 5:30. And it'll be Thursday, weather pending, as long as the weather stays nice, because I told them if it's within doubt, don't even attempt it, just stay home. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Have a nice holiday, you all, too.
Any other department heads and committee chairs? Old business, purchase orders.
I think we're going to table that until we talk with Michelle.
Okay, sounds good. Next is timesheets.
That's the same thing.
Okay,
And I think I'd like to talk with
Joe and his wife.
Joe and his wife.
Yeah, and she did make the changes to make them all on one page. I don't believe that District 1 had any payroll this week.
No,
So she isn't able to, but she did make that change that you asked for.
okay.
Okay. Bridge report.
So we did get one other one in. I will scan it and send it over to you guys and the road committee.
Okay.
I don't think they're not meeting until the first of the year, I think is what the chairman said.
Yep,
So I'll get that scanned over, but we did get one from that second company, so it gives you something else to look at.
good.
Okay. Fire department meetings.
This is a follow-up from last week regarding the request that his meetings be open to the public.
Right. We did have you want to take that? You're the liaison.
I know that they're having meetings at the fire department every month. And I know that some people like to go that aren't part of the fire department. And what we decided tonight is we're going to have him come in monthly, is that?
Well, it'll be on a rotation, but yeah.
Okay, on a rotation, because they have stuff that they talk about there that has to do with HIPAA. You know, we can't violate that kind of stuff. I know that people, taxpayers, whoever, you know, they want to know what's going on, though. So we've asked him to come in here and, you know, go through what's been happening, you know, for the month. And then if you have any questions, concerns, you know, how did we leave that?
They could contact him.
Yep.
Contact him. So that's,
So the meetings will stay staff meetings, so they're not open to the public, and they're going to bring him in once,
Once
be
a
on a
month.
rotation.
On a
probably once month.
rotation to do departmental updates.
Yep, for the public.
Yep.
And anybody can contact him one-on-one if they have any questions.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep, he did say, he said, yeah, if anybody wants to contact him, get a hold of him, he'll stay after hours or whatever he needs.
there'll
So,
be we'll get a schedule going the beginning of the year to rotate the road commissioners as well and transfer station.
That's on our agenda.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, there we go.
okay, anything else on that? Road committee workshop.
So I just thought you might want to recap what you guys covered last week for the public.
Seems so long ago.
So we talked purchase orders, we talked timesheets, we talked I think the biggest thing that's really not on the agenda is what you guys wanted for itemized budgets and kind of the
Yep.
direction you were going with that.
line item.
We had maybe touch on the meeting with, when Peter Coughlin came down and met with one of the road commissioners and some of the road committee members.
Yes, Peter came down from the state with his map of what he had for town roads in regards to LRAP, Local Road Assistant Program. And there was only a few discrepancies that we had to work out with him. I was going to say, was there any other follow-up that we were supposed to get back to him on?
We need to be sure of who our addressee is, if that's Ken or whomever it is.
I think it's Bill Catanzi.
Yeah, no, and he and I talked about that, I think, at the end of at the end of it, yeah, Peter could.
He got the name.
He got the name, yeah, we did give him.
So
Yep,
good,
we gave him
okay,
Bill's
so they're in
contact.
touch. Because I think half of our 911 maps are like 2009, and the other half look to be about 2013. So somehow they haven't been getting information they should.
So it's definitely Bill.
And I think maybe you can save a lot of time if you take a look at some of the RSMS programs in other towns, and you can narrow it down by finding a town with the same length of roads, which, I mean, actually, when we get back together with the road committee, we can do this. You want somebody with the same length of roads. We've got about 50 miles. That's approximately the same terrain. There are 3 different terrains that are rated in Maine. And we're in the middle section for costs and whatever. So if we find a similar town and they're using this, let's find out what they're doing for paperwork rather than, there's a lot of other things to do.
Okay.
So, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you.
So it seemed like the road commissioners were on board with working up a timesheet that works for them and the select board and the treasurer. We're just going to need to continue to meet once it's finalized.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else on that? Okay, new business, Recreation Committee resignation.
Somebody say, I had it.
You had me double reading that to make sure I said that right.
Right, come here, resignation. There's your, in lieu of a paper copy that must be sitting on my desk. Of course you can.
I think so.
We all got glasses on and we still.
There we go. Okay, it says, hello, Jen. This email is being sent to you to let you know I wish to withdraw from the Recreation Committee. I feel I'm never there for them when they need me at meetings. I feel the best if I just withdraw at this time. I may ask to rejoin when I find myself able. Thank you for your time. Jolene Kozlowski. Okay. What is your wishes on the resignation?
With regret, I mean, we have a large committee and it seemed like everybody had a good role on it. I make a motion to accept Ms. Klaskowski's, did I say it right? Resignation.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded to accept the resignation. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Okay, Animal Control Officer.
So that's gonna be in Elisa's hands?
Yep, we met last week with 2 applicants. They both
I'll
had,
just clarify, just because who met with them, so there's,
okay,
'cause we're gonna have a
Jennifer
conflict.
and I met with the 2 applicants last week. They both had similar animal background. One had a part-time or full-time job. And the other one that we chose was, they wish to have this be their only jobs, and they are both in town. So am I allowed to say a name?
yep,
So at this point, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Peter Horn, Animal Control Officer. He plans to have this be his sole job and will be available 24/7, whereas the second candidate did have another job from 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. So,
Okay.
and I did do it for just a 6-month period as trial for the board to see how things work out like you have with other ones.
Yep, just to the end of June.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So we have a certificate of appointment. Selectmen's Office, Municipality of Acton, Maine. 2, Peter Horn. The Selectmen of the Municipality of Acton do, in accordance with the provisions of the laws of the state of Maine, hereby appoint you as Animal Control Officer within and for the Municipality of Acton until June 30th, 2019, given under our hands this 18th day of December 2018. What is your wishes?
I make a motion to appoint Peter Horn as Animal Control Officer until June 30th of 2019.
Okay, and I will second this. Any further discussion? No, call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Any abstentions? Okay.
Just so everybody knows, Kim did not participate in obviously, any of the interviews or even the talks that that Elise and Ed and I had. Kim stepped out of the room each time, so, and no names were ever mentioned, and really just came down to the availability of the two individuals. Nope, you don't need to sign.
Nope.
Good job.
No. And for those that are wondering, it is your husband?
It is.
Yes, it's okay.
It is.
Good luck.
Okay. Yeah.
I know.
Just glad to get rid of that phone.
Joy on my face.
Yeah. Okay. Meeting schedule and department heads.
So that's what I was just kind of jotting down. I was comparing it to the warrants. I was trying to figure out on the average, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, how many committees we had roughly, so I could decide how many, I guess, how many we want to have per, per week. Because if you only do one a week, they're only going to come around every 4 or 5 months, so.
I was going to say at least 2, no
Yeah.
more than 2.
No more than 2?
I mean,
if they give
depending
them
on-
50 I mean, some of them, 15 minutes, even 10 minutes, I expect they'll, you want me to do a schedule for, put them all in rotation for 2 a week and see how far out it takes until the next one comes?
Right,
And then we'll see if you want to do 3?
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause some of them might only take 5 or 10 minutes.
5 minutes, I mean,
Yeah.
right.
Some of them might be 20, so,
Right.
and,
Some
yeah.
of them,
Okay.
some of them we may have to put time limits
So,
on.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, and some might be 35 or 40.
Okay.
so,
So I'll do
Yeah.
a schedule starting the first meeting in January,
Yep,
and
sure.
see how long it takes to loop around.
Yep, yep.
I'm thinking 3 a meeting
This
myself.
might be something helpful too that they could look back on when they do their time report.
Right.
It would just be like already done.
Yep.
Just saying.
Anything else on that?
I'll get a schedule for you.
Okay. Item D, we added Garvin Road. I don't know if most of you know, but we had a pretty bad fire on Garvin Road.
Saturday.
Saturday morning, about 6:30. House was totally destroyed. The family lost everything in the fire. That's about where I end. Anything you want to add to that, Jen? Well, actually, I'll add a little something else. After I heard the fire come in about, I don't know what time was it, 7:30 or so probably, I sent Jen a message and just advised her of what happened. And, here's a Jen plug.
No. Let's just get on to the, let's just get on
No,
to
no,
what.
no, I got to do it. So I sent the text out. She responded back, and she responded to all of us. Jen, in the way she does things, she jumped on the bandwagon immediately. She actually is the band leader, organizing whatever she could do for the family. I told my wife this, and she got a chuckle out of it. There's the American Red Cross. We have the American Jen Cross.
Nice.
I mean, she acts like that. I mean, immediately to the family and got them what they needed. It was totally
And-
amazing. I don't know how you do it, Jen.
And I appreciate that, I do. Let's get to the important part, so thank
Oh.
you. So Ed did send the text, and I went up there and met with her while the fire department was still there. And, I mean, big kudos to how many departments do we have out there? Must have been. 11, yeah, it was
Wow.
phenomenal. So by the time I got there at 8:30, they had pretty much, but they were great. I mean, even me walking up there, they were like, be careful, do this, do that, and Robin was there, and that was wonderful. But, I mean, I can't imagine what somebody must be going through in these kind of situations, and I guess that's just my nature. So I do appreciate that, but,
Well, we
Thank you.
appreciate you more than you think.
Thank you.
Or more than you even know.
so we have one adult and 2 kids, ages 7 and 10, a 7-year-old girl and a 10-year-old boy. They do attend the Acton Elementary School, and between the school and the town, we have just been able to do absolutely everything. I mean, before the end of the day Saturday, we had donations that you just wouldn't believe. I mean, I ended up coming back up Saturday night at 5, and we were able to pretty much fill 3 full tables of all brand-new stuff, pajamas and socks and underwear and boots and coats and, I mean, everything you could need. A full table for the mother and both kids. And now we're working on Christmas, so we have picked out items and are doing that. But a plug for the elementary school and the superintendent that you have over there. The child's father actually lives in Wyndham. And I'm not saying anything that she didn't say last night to Channel 13, so I feel like I can share this. And Superintendent Jonathan Ross, who lives further up north, a little further north than that, is actually picking up the kids in Wyndham and bringing them to school every day. She's staying with her mother in Porter, and the kids are staying with their father until she can kind of sort things out. But the superintendent is going up there and picking them up and bringing them back and forth to school so they can have a little bit of stability. So that's huge, and all of the
Wow.
teachers have reached out. Everybody wants to know what they can do and what they can we've got a couple of Christmas items left, but yesterday, when Channel 13 came, we were able to turn over $1,500 worth of gift cards and just boxes of stuff, all brand new. So she is very grateful. Robin, we don't have a cause on the fire, correct? Not at this point. Okay, so just kind of chugging away day to day and doing what we can to help. So I guess the last thing I would want to say is if by chance you haven't brought your tag in for the Christmas tree kids before this situation happened, we still have tags out. We need those gifts so that we can start distributing them because the town hall offices look definitely like the North Pole, so we got to start distributing some of
Yeah.
that. But thank you to everybody. You have been phenomenal. We've got 14 kids and now this fire victim that absolutely will not go without, and that's all because of you guys. So thank you.
Amazing, amazing little town, and thank you again for everything you've done.
Thank you, Ed.
Okay, public comment. Going once, going twice. I apparently wasn't quick enough.
Didn't even look at me tonight,
I
Ed.
didn't.
Two things. One, last week I asked about the town sander, and it was reported that it was rusted pretty bad and whatever. So I took up on myself to go down there this weekend and look at it. First off, it's a stainless steel sander, okay? And the reason why we bought these is because they don't rust out, all right? The spinner on it looks like it was probably put on last winter. It's fiberglass or something like that, and it looks like it's brand new. And I took a pipe wrench and turned the bed chain, and that turned, and I looked the bed chain over pretty good, and I don't believe that's over a couple of years old. Whether the road commissioners decide to use it or not is between you and the road commissioners. But I just want to make it very clear, there's really nothing wrong with that sander.
Okay.
And I have some pictures that I can forward to you guys that was submitted to me, and it looked quite rusty, but I even reached out to the school to see if it was something they might be interested in using there, because we're really back to the same place. Who are you going to force to use it? And
Right.
because it takes away from their sander price that they get. You know, can the fire department use it with this truck?
No.
No.
No, it's an 8-yard. It's too big for something
8-yard
like that.
hydraulic.
So is it something we can, we should put
Something we
out to
can,
bid
it's
and
something
try
we
to
can
sell?
sell, but I don't think I'd sell it this year.
No, it's all surface rust is
Yeah,
what
I
it
think I'd
is.
hang on to it for at least a year,
We
and,
looked at it, it had
Yeah.
some rust on it.
It's surface rust.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
what
they're
happens.
gonna have that 'cause it
when
runs
you
salt
don't-
through it.
Right.
so, yeah, okay.
The other part is, I don't know, I know Kim was there, I don't know who else was able to be there. The Christmas concert down the school the other night was absolutely incredible. It was standing room only. I don't remember when there was more of attendance by grandparents and parents and aunts and uncles and
Put on a great
cousins.
show.
It was a great performance the kids did.
Yep.
And I just wanted to acknowledge that. I was going to get up after the concert to the mic and say this stuff, but I didn't really think I should.
They probably
Good idea,
appreciate, they
Dennis.
probably appreciated that.
I was scared that
We're proud of you.
somebody would have
For holding that in.
a time limit or something.
Yeah, the
and
kids start booing.
20 minutes later, they're throwing tomatoes at me. But anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Thanks, Dennis,
Christmas,
you too.
Dennis.
Yeah, they did a great job, and it was all centered around diversity and how different people all over the world celebrate. And, so the music was, I mean, we knew some of it, but a lot of it was different. And then they had kids that got up and read, different things.
Wow.
It was
So like
just
Christmas
really-
around the world. I'm sure they videotaped it, so it's going to be on the channel.
Yep,
They did.
Okay, yeah, so look forward to it.
excellent.
Good. Maybe you can drop a note to,
Hey, Pat,
hey, Pat,
saying,
and get it, see if they can get that on fairly quick.
okay.
Possible. I mean, it'd be nice to have it on while we're still in the Christmas season,
Well, he's got
for
3.
this year.
I will send an email, thank you.
I mean, there has been times we've had 2014 Acton Fair on,
Well, I think he does that
4 years
intentionally
later.
to bring back memories around the fair. I don't think that, it's not
Yeah.
taking him that long to put it on
This
there.
would be nice to have this up and running on there, though.
I
for
will send an email.
Those that didn't see it, so, and plus it would end up on YouTube, so.
It might already be
Yes.
up there, and you might be eating those
True,
words.
true.
Might be.
No, okay.
It's a nice
Okay,
night.
one more shot. Any public comments? Nope, okay, I'll move on to announcements. We've got a,
Could you pass that to Edward?
What's up?
It's already up.
Is it up? Oh,
is
great.
up on
Perfect.
YouTube.
Good.
Oh, Acton Public Access
Access
Television.
Television, it is up.
Oh, look. at
Great.
it.
Say sorry,
It's so
Edward.
cute.
Okay,
Say sorry.
good, I am, sorry, Mike. I do appreciate you getting it up there quick. So, I do, really. So, okay, we, tomorrow afternoon here, we got a staff Christmas party at 1 o'clock, so the town hall's gonna be closing early.
Don't forget our gifts. No, sorry. And the transfer station.
One time, I brought in some Dunkin' Donuts cards for everybody
Yeah,
that
but I
works
take
in
all
here.
that back now.
Yeah, uh-huh. I get told
Transfer
that that doesn't
station-
happen, so.
Transfer station and library is also closing at 1.
Yes. Okay,
Are you able to get out of work?
I am.
Oh,
I'll be here.
goody.
I'll be here. I'll be here. Sue will be with me.
Awesome.
So I think she's still going to find something for the Yankee swap, but that's okay.
Excellent.
Our next Board of Selectmen's meeting, seeing as the next two holidays, Christmas and New Year's, are on a Tuesday, is going to be scheduled for January 8th. I guess unless something comes up that we need to pull a special meeting together for. So the next time you'll see us will be January 8th. That's pretty much it, next year.
Is it inappropriate to clap? No, that. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I know it gives us a nice break. So, anything else? Do you have anything?
I don't.
Library,
Happy
anything from the
holidays.
library?
No.
Anything?
Good.
No? Anything?
Merry Christmas.
Okay, exactly. I was gonna say Merry Christmas to all out there and enjoy the holidays coming up. And that's it for tonight. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded. All in favor? Good night all, and Merry Christmas.